Hey everyone, this is Rachel and I'm here with another process video. Now today I'm starting off with this Craft template in a honeycomb design over some white cardstock. Now I pull out some mists and I'm planning on spraying the template rather than using texture paste or using ink blending tools, and it works out okay-ish. I have some issue with a couple of my mists. I've got 3 Heidi Swap color shines and 1 shimmers. And I'm going to start off with butter. It does 1 spray and then it stops working completely. I go to see if maybe there's something stuck in it, so I rinse it under some hot water. And so when I go to spray, it's 1 very watery spray and then that is it. So instead I'm like, well, I'll try the packaging technique, which right now looks fine. It is not going to end up fine. I'm able to work with it. It works out well in the end, but it's an issue. Same thing with this blush color I'm using from Heidi Swap Color Shine. The spray is very strong, so it doesn't work as well as I wish it had. I then use Ocean by Heidi Swap Color Shine, and then Concrete by Shimmers in a colorings. And you can see the yellow that I did is an issue. Hold on one second. Okay, sorry about that. My dog's going a little insane. Anyways, I just grabbed another piece of cardstock and I just to moosh the rest of that off. And now I'm just cleaning it up. It really is important whenever you use your templates to go right ahead and clean them up because they will get grody. Okay, so here's what I end up with, and I am able to cover most of the bleh part with my photo. So I'm just going to be doing some picture layering right now. Now I start with this piece from Studio Calico. Now all of my papers are from Studio Calico or Scraptastic because the kit I chose was all Scraptastic exclusive papers. So that first yellow one was Studio Calico from my counterfeit add-on kit, and then this one is from my actual Scraptastic kit for May, the one that looks like reinforcements to me anyways. Now this paper is also one of the Scraptastic exclusives from my kit, and it has different words like smart, beautiful, lovely, courageous in red, pink, yellow, and gray, and I ended up cutting it in half. Hold on a second. I am so sorry. My animals seem to have been insane this morning. Okay. So what I was doing was I wanted to have certain words, because I didn't want the word courageous because it's a picture of my cat sleeping. I don't necessarily think that's courageous. Okay, so I pulled out that piece of paper that's actually from Scraptastic, but it is from the counterfeit add-on kit, not from the May Scraptastic kit. And now I've pulled back out this paper because I want to cut apart some of those tags to cut apart into looking like actual tags. And I have this light blue one, and I pulled out that red one, although I wasn't sure yet if I was going to use it. I do end up using it. Now my paper is finally dry, so I'm just making sure I can cover up the worst of what I did with my photo, and I'm able to, and then I'm going to go ahead and attach that tag to the back of my photo block. And I like the way that looks. I am going to add more to it, but for right now, I'm just kind of getting an idea of what my main photo block is going to look like. Now, where I have my paper right now, I'm cutting off the bottom portion, and I apologize for that. Before I start working on my bottom section, I pull out those wood veneer buttons. I'm considering using it as the middle part of that tag. I don't end up actually doing that. I also pull out that scribbly heart die cut from the die cut pack from the Scraptastic kit. Now I've pulled out another flower for the bottom part. It will clear up in a second. You'll be able to see the whole thing in that light gray color. And I also pulled a journaling tag from an older Elle Studio that is part of this yellow die cut pack, and I also pull out that Home Sweet Home circular part, and I also pull out that piece that says you're very special or something like that, and I try to work it. It just isn't going to work. Now I had used my EK Success notebook border punch to punch the bottom of that blue tag, and I'm going to do the same with this red one, and I'm going to end up screwing it up because I cut it too short, so I ended up messing up the spacing on the bottom. but I end up just trimming it off and it works out fine. So what I'm going to do is glue the two of those together, and then I'm going to rough it up. When I use this notebook border punch, I like for it to look less than perfect. So I'm just going to add that to the bottom of my journaling tag, and I'm going to add that gray flower, and I'm going to go ahead and be happy with that. Now I'm considering what to do, and I decide to just start gluing all my stuff down, including gluing that red tag slightly behind the blue one as kind of a shadow effect. So while I'm gluing everything down, I just wanted to chat for a second. I had a question for you guys. I'm sorry, my animals have gone insane. I'm considering what to do about my channel. Not that I'm going to stop doing process videos, but I was wondering what you guys think the sound quality is, whether I should invest in a microphone or whether it's fine for you. Like, for me, it sounds fine, but I listen with headphones on, so I don't necessarily think I'm the target audience of my own channel. So if you guys could just leave me a message as to whether you think the sound quality is okay or whether it could be improved. Okay. So I've got that piece I cut from that Scraptastic exclusive piece, and I'm still trying to make that yellow So Very Special die cut work. It's just, in the end, it's not going to work out anywhere because I've already got the words in the upper corner and the words down below. And so this is the exclusive alpha that came with, everything is exclusive. I don't know why I keep saying everything this exclusive and that exclusive. Everything is exclusive. So I'm just trimming it out because I didn't particularly care for the varsity style of the alpha. So I wanted to see if I trimmed it out with a little bit of red around, whether it looked good. So I just used the Z. And I decided I did like that. So I'm going to go ahead and cut out part of my title from it, which is the word Cuddler. And I skipped ahead because no one wants to watch me cut out letters like that. It's worse than trying to watch a toddler tie their shoes. I'll be totally honest. I'm not a good cutter. Okay, so I get my word cut out, and yeah, still trying to make it work, and finally, no, it's not going to work. Just leave it alone, Rachel. So I get out these LE Studio dark gray alphas to have as the rest of my title. So I go ahead and get that down. I once again have found my centering ruler, so I'm very happy about that. So once I get the first part of my title down, I go ahead and lay out my second part of my title, and I'm going to get my actual ruler out because for this layout, I really wanted that title part to be straight. I don't always care, but for me, it was important this time. So I cut away from that because seriously, that's really boring and yikes. So I'm going to go ahead and get this geotag placed down in the upper right-hand corner. I, was kind of playing around with it, deciding where it actually belonged. And I'm almost done here. I do decide my title's a little floaty, so I grab this washi tape from a washi tape booklet from Studio Calico, and I decide to put it under there, and I'm going to grab some stickers. The first ones I looked at are from my counterfeit kit. Nothing was really working. I do pull these arrows, that pink one that says Pretty Big Deal, the airmail stripe one, and then I pull out the other sticker pack that came in the Scraptastic kit, and I did that dark gray one that's saying Here We Are, and then I pull out these word stickers, and these are from my counterfeit add-on kit. Oh my lord, I'm sorry, this narration's like so boring. Alright, we're almost done with it. Powering through, let's go people. Okay, I add a couple more of those word stickers from Studio Calico, and now I'm going to do my journaling. And my journaling is how my cat Xanthi is just a ridiculously good cuddler. She's like one of those cats, she only weighs 12 pounds, and yet, she lays on you and you feel like she's pinned you to the couch. You can't possibly move. So I decided I'm going to add some spatters. Before I do that, I add that yellow arrow, and then I need to go back into my die cut pack because I decided I need another flower piece, and I also want some more blue in that corner because when I do clusters, I like to have all the colors on the layout represented in each of my clusters. So I add an enamel dot to the center of that flower that I'd already entered to the center of the tag and the center of the other flower, and I decide to do 2 more surrounding each of those, and then I get the concrete shimmers back out, and I had gotten it on the side of that enamel dot, so I just wanted to fix that with some paper towels, and that is going to complete my layout today. Thank you guys so much for joining me here today. If you have any questions about the layout, about anything I used that maybe I didn't mention, please just leave a comment below. Thank you guys so much. Flick me a thumbs up if you can, and have a great day, everyone. Bye!